If you put $10,000 into JEPI today and $10,000 into SCHD today, the difference in monthly income, it's not subtle. JEPI pays approximately $83 a month on that 10K, SCHD pays approximately $29 a month, and pays quarterly, not monthly. That's a $54 per month gap in year one. Annualized, JEPI pays you roughly $1,000 more per year from the same $10,000 investment. So the answer to which one pays you more every month is clear. Obviously JEPI. It's not even close. But that answer by itself is missing the context that determines whether JEPI is actually the better choice for you. The monthly income is only one number in a comparison that has several more that we must discuss. And let me explain what each fund is actually doing to generate that income. JEPI holds a diversified portfolio of S&P 500 stocks and sells equity-linked notes, a type of options instrument on top of those holdings, kind of like covered calls. The premium from those notes gets paid out to shareholders every month. The current yield is approximately 10 to 10.5%. SCHD holds a curated basket of 100 dividend-paying companies, selected for dividend growth history, cash flow, and financial quality. Pays out a portion of those dividends quarterly. The current yield is approximately 3.5%. The income sources are fundamentally different here. JEPI's income comes from selling covered call-like instruments on the market, okay? Premium that exists because of the uncertainty and volatility. When volatility is high, JEPI pays more. When volatility compresses in calm markets, JEPI is gonna pay less. SCHD's income comes from the actual earnings of real businesses, companies that have been profitable enough to pay and raise their dividends for years. That income doesn't compress when volatility drops, right? It grows because the businesses behind it keeps growing, obviously. And that's the core difference. JEPI's income is tied to market conditions. SCHD's income is tied to business performance, okay? But here's the framework for deciding which fund fits which situation here. Every investor has two financial needs running simultaneously. The first is current income, cash you need or want to receive right now, this month. The second is future income, cash flow that grows over time and supports you years or decades from now. JEPI is optimized for the first. It pays the most income today, every month, with minimal active management. If you need income now, or you're in a Roth IRA where you want to maximize compounding on the highest possible monthly distribution, JEPI is the right answer. SCHD is optimized for the second. Its current yield is lower, but the dividend per share grows every year. The share price grows alongside it. The income you collect in year 10 is significantly larger than the income you collect in year one from literally the same shares. If you're building wealth for retirement that's 5, 10, or 15 years away, SCHD's compounding engine is doing the work that JEPI structure literally cannot replicate at all. Most people trying to decide between the two are asking which one pays more now when the better question is, when do I actually need this income? Let's talk about the year one numbers here, okay? At $10,000 invested, the year one income comparison is really straightforward here. JEPI at 10% yield, approximately $1,000 per year, or about $83 a month. Paid monthly and relatively consistent month to month. SCHD at 3.5% yield, approximately $350 per year, or $87 a quarter, growing at roughly 9% annually. For someone who needs current monthly income, retirees, someone supplementing a reduced salary, let's say, anyone who needs the cash flow right now, JEPI's income advantage in year one is real and it is meaningful. But let's talk about the 10-year picture here, okay? And here's where the comparison really changes. SCHD grows its dividend at roughly 9% per year. On 10K invested with dividends reinvested, by year 10, the position has grown to approximately over $25,000 in value and is paying approximately $900 per year in dividends, nearly matching JEPI's year one income, but from a position that's now worth 2.5 times what you put in. JEPI over the same period, the income has been higher in most years, but the share price tends to be flat to slightly lower as the covered call overlay caps price appreciation. The 10K invested might be worth just over 10K in year 10, depending on obviously market conditions, but a fraction of SCHD's appreciation. Total return, income plus share price change, tells a different story than income alone here. SCHD's total return tends to exceed JEPI's over longer periods because the share price growth adds to the compounding. JEPI's higher income is partially offset by the limited price appreciation that comes with capping upside through covered calls. We know that. But let's talk about the taxes here, the tax angle. And this is the factor that flips the comparison for taxable accounts. JEPI's distributions are primarily classified as ordinary income. In a taxable brokerage account at 24% federal bracket, that 10% yield becomes roughly 7.5% after tax. SCHD's dividends are qualified, meaning they're taxed at the lower long-term capital gains rate, 15% for most investors. The 3.5% yield becomes approximately 3% after tax. JEPI still wins on after-tax income in the taxable account. 7.5% versus 3%. But the gap has narrowed significantly compared to the pre-tax comparison. And SCHD's total return advantage over long periods combined with the more favorable tax treatment of its share price appreciation makes the 10-year comparison in a taxable account much more competitive. In a Roth IRA, tax character is irrelevant, obviously. JEPI's higher yield wins clearly because everything compounds tax-free and the ordinary income classification doesn't cost us anything. But let's talk about when each makes the most sense. JEPI in a Roth IRA, highest yield compounds fully, monthly distributions reinvest for maximum share accumulation over decades, no tax drag ever. SCHD in a taxable account for long-term accumulation, qualified dividends at a favorable tax rate, price appreciation tax at capital gains rate on exit, dividend growth compounds over time. JEPI in a taxable account for current income, right? It works, but you're paying ordinary income tax rates on distributions annually. You got to factor that cost into that effective yield. SCHD in a Roth IRA for long-term accumulation works totally fine, but you're not maximizing the tax-free compounding as effectively as you would with JEPI's higher yield, obviously. JEPI pays more every month. That statement is true and will likely remain true for as long as both of these funds exist. JEPI is structurally designed to pay current income. SCHD is structurally designed to grow income over time. Neither is better in an absolute sense here, okay? They're built for different financial needs. The right answer depends on when you need that income, what account type you're using, and whether your priority is cash flow today or wealth building for the future. For most people in the accumulation phase, building towards retirement rather than living in it, SCHD's compounding over 10 years produces more total wealth, even though the monthly check is smaller. For most people in or near retirement who need income now, particularly in a Roth IRA, JEPI's monthly distributions deliver what a retirement income floor really does require, right? Many people end up holding both of these, okay? I do. That's not confusion. That's just recognizing that current income and long-term compounding are both real needs that deserve their own solutions, okay? But I got some questions for you guys, as always, in the comment section. Number one, are you currently holding JEPI, SCHD, or both? And which one do you lean on more heavily right now? And number two, are you in the accumulation phase of building towards retirement, or are you currently drawing on investment income to supplement or replace some of your other income streams? Let us know down below in the comments. Also, I want to invite you to the full Ark Options workshop. It's only 90 minutes long. At the end, you get some incredible free gifts, my 15 favorite stocks, all under 30 bucks, my 2 premium calculators, as well as my full trade log template. You can register for that workshop by clicking the first link in the description of today's video, guys. As always, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.